Hey, welcome once again to our video. I'm not sure how long or short it's going to be, but welcome and thank you for participating. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for listening. Well, whatever I'm going to talk about or say here is nothing that you've not heard before, but it seems as human beings, I don't know, we've not learned from the past. We've not learned from history. We are not changing our ways. And we are behaving like animals. Excuse me to say. And that's the fact. That's the fact. We're behaving like animals in Ghana, in Africa, as black people. And it's a sad situation. Why am I saying all of this? I was just reading online, Ghana Web, about how one Mr. Magdan in Ghana, his warehouse is being demolished. I mean, I don't know Mr. Magdan. I don't know anything about him. All that I read was Mr. Magdan. And I'm concerned because he is a Ghanaian citizen. He's a Ghanaian citizen. This kind of situation, this is not the first time. This is not the first time that somebody's building is being demolished in Ghana. This is not the first, and I pray this will be the last, but this is not going to be the last time. Why do we have such situations? All these things happen because we don't have strong institutions. We don't have strong institutions. For the past 40 years, 4 decades, the NDC and the MPP have done their best to run all institutions in Ghana down. They've done their best to borrow Uncle Kweku Bako's words, bastardized. All institutions in Ghana have been bastardized. Why? Why should we behave in a country like this? Why should politicians always be behind some of these things? You're going to say, oh, it's not the president, it's not this, it's not that. But when political parties assume office or when government changes hands, these are some of the things we see. Why are we treating our own brothers and sisters this way? Why should we allow somebody to build their building to completion before it's demolished? Why do we treat ourselves like this? And this strengthens my point. This reinforces my point that we need to do away with the MPP and the NDC. Seriously, we cannot continue to behave like animals. For Christ's sake. Why? Thank you for watching, Brother Tano Evans. Thank you for watching. But we cannot continue to live like this. The NDC comes to power and people who they are against, they demolish their buildings. The MPP comes to power, they do the same thing. For how long are we going to behave like animals, my people? For how long? Do you need a white man to tell you not to demolish your brother or your sister's building? Do you need a white man? We keep on blaming the white man for everything. Is that the white man who told you to go and demolish somebody's building? Why do we keep behaving like this? Why should we as a people sit down for somebody to build from the ground level to completion before we demolish a Ghanaian citizen? Like I said earlier, I don't know Mr. Magdan's. And this is not an isolated situation. It's been happening. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we do this to ourselves as a people? Ghanaians, Africans, why? Black people, why? And we keep on blaming the white man for everything. Why? Why can't we make our institutions work? We've bastardized and politicized all our institutions. We use the security services to go after our political opponents. I mean, why? Why do we keep on doing this? These things are some of the things that do not encourage the youth to live in the country. I mean, which youth in any country would like to live in a country like this, where they start a project to completion, then it gets demolished? These are some of the things that do not attract some of us to even come back home. Because who wants to come and build on a parcel of land? I mean, I don't care whether where Mr. Magdan built his waterway or this or that or that. When he started building, where were the authorities? Didn't anybody see that he was building the whatever structure at the wrong place. He didn't have the right documents and all of that. Why are we doing this to ourselves, Ghanaians? Why? And this strengthens my point. This re-echoes my point that we need to do away with the NDC and the MPP. We need to. If we want to build a progressive, developed society, the NDC and the MPP, they have proven from the past 4 decades that they don't care about the people. They just come to serve their own personal interest. And that is their point. They come and just serve their own personal interest. For how long can we continue to behave like animals? For how long? Yes. For how long? Because it's only in the animal kingdom that you have even in the animal kingdom, there is order. Even in the animal kingdom, there is order. Why do we have to demolish a Ghanaian? Like I said earlier, I don't know Mr. Magdan. I don't know him. But he's a Ghanaian. And I know this is not an isolated situation. Why do we keep treating our own people like this? Why? 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 When some of these things happen, there's like some of us, we have to forget about that country. Seriously. Because you think, and this is a problem in Ghana, you think, oh, it is happening to somebody else, it's not happening to me, so it's okay. No, it's not. You don't know when it's going to be your turn. It's like there is no law and order in the country. If there is law and order, why should you allow somebody to build right from the ground level to completion, then you demolish the whole building? A Ghanaian. Why? Why do we do this to ourselves? I want to understand. NDC and MPP. Ghanaians, we need to do away with these two parties. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. For the past 4 decades, they have proven that they don't care. The military don't care. They've weaponized the military, the police, why? That's what the politicians are doing. And these pastors who are supposed to checkmate the politicians, they have also been corrupted. All the leadership in Ghana, not just the politicians, the traditional leaders, the religious leaders, everybody has been corrupted. Why? How can we build a society like this? How can we build a society like this? Then you sit there in Ghana, then you blame Trump. You blame Trump that Trump is making visa acquisition difficult. Trump is this, Trump is that. It's Trump your president. Ghanaians, let's be wise. Let's be wise and kick this NDC and MPP out. Seriously, they don't mean well for the country. If they mean well for the country, they will strengthen the institutions and use the institutions to the benefit of the people. They wouldn't use the police, the military against their own people. Does that make sense to anybody? Why would they use the military to go and demolish somebody's building? And this is not an isolated incident. Like I keep saying, the MPP does the same thing. The NDC does the same thing. You see, so why can't we do away with these two evil parties? Why? They are evil parties. They are evil. If you are not evil, why would you demolish somebody's structure, a whole building? Why? Why? No, somebody explain to me. Somebody explain to me. If these two parties are not evil, the MPP and the NDC, why would you sit down for somebody to build up to from ground level, then you wait till it's completed, then you demolish the building? Why? And I keep saying, this is not an isolated incident. It is not peculiar to the NDC. Both the NDC and the MPP are doing it. Why? For how long would we allow these evil parties, the NDC and the MPP, to destroy Ghana? They keep knocking our heads together. Why? 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 Somebody should explain to me. Why can't we do away with these two parties? How do you benefit from them? Or because you benefit from them, you think, oh, it's okay. It's not. You don't know when it's going to be your turn. You never know when it's going to be your turn. And in Ghana, that is the problem. We don't love ourselves. We are very hypocrites, sycophants. Hypocrite. Nya chomfong kwan egu Ghana. MPP ba oma bubu nkrofo dan NDC ba ma identity yan strengthen institutions for Ghana. Now you use police for against citizens. You use soldier for against citizens. And then you better now say obi be started dying. We best starting the dying from ground level. I say the bubu no. And no pay me boefu pa. Seriously. Say and as some American no enye NDC and enkwane MPP buy no ombubu nkrofo dan NDC so aden na ya ho ayaya de sa aden ti na ya ho ayaya de sa aden na police for soldier for mo alarm ho ma ye aden ye I don't understand. I don't understand. Now, what's Ghana? Who be Benin? Now, be say, I don't know Donald Trump or my woman visa. Donald Trump or your president. Donald Trump or your president. If say we any brave beer, Mumma for your brave and share your leaders so, your him for so, your policy for, your soldier for, your traditional leaders so. I don't know, ya dear sir. I dear why a bush be mukra or crown, a bush for no more pay ye. Yando do ya ho Ghana. Yando o ye soldier ni. Oye police ni na odo unyonkwa mu nyina smoko kotena sorry dem mo nya chomfo hypocrites mu nyina mo kotena sorry dem mo we say de do a mo kotena sorry dem mo e shata de fefefe mo kosum nyame hypocrites for nkwa nya chomfo e soldier for mo kwa sorry police for mo kwa sorry aden na ye ala politicians ma ye use ye against ye ho. Why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we allow these politicians to use us against ourselves? Police pulling for soldier form penny for other na politicians using mu some ko bubu obi dan mu ko yes obi say mu ko yo obi say aden na motena ho a na mo pese mo ba America mo pese mo ko Europe sa no obroni ye ne nyonko a aka obe develop ama wo de o ma ba to no. Ghana youth mo mani nda ho. Ghana youth mo mani nda ho and the senior people mo mpe o man ni so NDC baswa just obi ya ne tanfunti no akobubu ni dan MPP baswa the same thing. Ghana youth mo ma ye ni nda ho na MPP ni NDC omo nya party papa ma Ghana omo ya bonsamfo NDC ni MPP omo dwin Ghana ho a aka Ghana ye first president Osagyefo Dr Kwame Nkrumah obesi fa pem papa ma Ghana monko abakosem na monko kan mo amunya history students monko kan Dr. Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah put Ghana on a sound footing. In Juma Obe Biebia, go and find out. And if anything, crank, maintaining Juma crank, Ghana, Juma Bewo Kronim, Nasania, youth Benya Jumaya, Omonfa youth, and Koyankwa Siade, ne Moade. Adena Yahosa, Namoya Samo blame you, Obroni say, Obronia say, Obronia day. Oh, Donia, only do Emma Wangasa Unipa, na bed no Obroni Bebu. Uni domangwanga sa unipa ye wo Ghana na ayi China for e betriti ya omumbe mo triti ya na politicians for sheche na omuji sika na omudi Ghana youth mama mani nda ho na NDC ni MPP omonwen Ghana ho se ni America no anka Osagyefo Dr Kwame Nkrumah injuma kra obe start ye no anka NDC ni MPP omomo mani ko ho a ka juba wo kronim omumbe tonto adwuma egu Osagyefo Dr Kwame Nkrumah injuma nyina obi and then we are said the day Charlie Masa politicians in Ghana they don't suffer to get money. It told me I'm quite siade ne mwade no mudi. Unim se nipa be bre enye sika esi ato block back one. Ka on si dan na nko bubu no. Politicians ba sika fu no mudi. Omo ba no mo checha dollars or lorry kwan so. Ebe de na omo nko bubu obi dan. You don't know the pains people go through to make money. Ghana for let's be wise. Mr. Mahama also by resetting any resetting any say modi soldier for fine. You may not be behind this, but the point is, what are you going to crack the whip? Are you going to crack the whip? And I don't care, say Mr. McDance, baby, you see Dino and yeah, and as I said, where were the authorities? Mr. Mahama, where were the authorities? I don't know, yeah, who are brosa. Ade na ye di ye ho abrosa na ye wi ayasan ko blame obroni anya jimie ye di ye ho abro na yasan ko blame obroni say obroni ayese slave trade buy 59 in any slave trade Kwame Nkrumah brace na slave trade na man twem ye enso Kwame Nkrumah Osagyefo Dr Kwame Nkrumah e de Ghana e si fapim papa ma Ghana and this Indian people abet say Ghana what I say, and I will me MPP ni and the ditcha me from and Jimmy. What Jimmy? I'm sorry, I'm using foul language, but it's stupid. We behaving like animals in that country. me MPP ni ya di twa me na me yan this aden no bi besi dan na obuako bubu dan no unim say na yetumi unim say na ye top block politicians and suffer to make money in the country omo person mo living like the Arabian kings and they get money easily inti sa no mo be ye wo ano no ahemfo aye kom because you may use sika ato ya ahemfo nyina police for omo gunjuma nyina nti ansa na obenya adwuma akọ police mu no na waka ko tua bribe bi oni politicians bi ansa na obenya adwuma obenya kwan akọye adwuma ma military no waka tua bribe oni politician bi nti saa ya to mpanyifo aden ya bre aden MPP ni NDC aden why aden na wako bubu obi dan NDC ni MPP for aden enye peculiar to NDC nko MPP buy omo be ye bi Ghana for mama yen fa adwen se NDC ni MPP omo ndo oman no o do oman na nka ko bubu obi dan ungo yusu soja eni enko bubu obi dan na soja for nso mo alarm ho ema ye use mo eko bubu obi dan na eye ya brand this ni MPP o ya bremo aden Ghana for mo ndwen adwen na yakopon de amayen no mo ya ndwen na jai se me MPP ni na me NDC ni me MPP na me NDC ni ana ya oden de omo ye kro no eya mo de mo tena ho de NDC ni MPP ye kro no eya mo fa ni sa na yesu ye be fa ye ho adwen se kro no ye de be chemo se be de because nobody wants to live in lawlessness. That is the bottom line. Some of us are very decent and law abiding. I don't want to live in a lawless environment. Misika kitwana menya no person me live in a law governed environment. Now I enjoy my money in peace. Me time so na me call heavy now environment now there's lawlessness. How do you live? How do you think? Mentally, psychologically, it's not good for you. Someone who NDC baswa ye bubu nkrofo dan MPP aden wo Ghana for mo fa mo ho adwen mo man fa ye ho adwen NDC ni MPP omo mpe o man ni ye de bia meka no enye se me mo mo ni me say ma be ye MPP strong pen. But some of us, we have principles. We are not sycophants. We are not praise singers. MPP for mo buy on be dim mo wade no who say sikadie party ne who say obia idea ne obia ne nia intentional or they join the party. Some of us, you be so my Ghana and enkoso, ebetumi akoso na obia ho atono. America nipa baha no, meaning politician bia, you be me pay bia me bia no. I just have to have the qualification. I will get it. So me na mama ya tena ho ma NDC akeka ye tia bomu sa NDC ni MPP. Aden, omo ba, na omo yire no eni omo punafo, eni omo maba be gu abrochire. Omo ye Ghana ye a come dem yire no mpravo be kwa abrochire. Bisa ho sa question no, omo ye Ghana ye a come yare come etukwan akọ eyi abrochire yi. Omo say yensuo, omo say bibia, obi si dan so anu asa ko bubu no. Aden, me de manu be si me kwa adwuma akọ me wadwuma kwa na me hu boy na me say no, I have to come and do this. Because Ghana, as I say, you're drain. Say, almost set a good example. You know, I him my wig in Kwan almost any eyelashes. Or my knee, just obia drain on Kwan home. You're in drain society, no one say. I him man and mean, you know, uphold the culture, no. It's a him man so crazy about eyelashes, wig. Na ya den ana ya to ya mra nyina atwene mo da montena ho sa na Yakopon hata soro no o hwe ye nyina no pe mi boafu pa because me obi ani obeso live in a lawless environment o America ye tie nyina no enkofo din kwase ade but udin kwase ade police be foul na soldier for ekoko bubu ko obi dan hina na kwakofa no because NDC for ne was into yentumi I mean like how think about it. Think about it. Me de manu be si. Unti yabesa be biom. Yakopon on share nyina. Oma ye nkwatenten ene ahoden aye mu ye den. Me da ma se. Okotwika men kono sa. Men kotwika. And eat healthy. If you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink. Peace and love to you. Bye bye.